Welcome back to the Jungle Gardeners. All right, so I did cover that weed, meet the weed, Spanish needle, and how it attracts pollinators and beneficial insects. And now I'm going to talk about a pest insect most of you are probably familiar with on the Spanish needle, and something that you can look for when you see these guys, not just there, but anywhere. Okay, so aphids. There's aphids all over this right now. See them? Little tiny aphids. People freak out when they see aphids. They want to immediately spray them either with a pesticide or knock them off with a hose. And they ask me, what do you do for aphids? And I just always say, I leave them be. I let nature take its course, because eventually if you leave things alone, and if you have a lot of natural predators in your yard, like I do because I have a lot of Spanish needle, nature will take care of the problem on its own, because aphids are like candy to nature. Everything likes to eat them. Okay, not everything, but many other insects like to eat aphids. They think they're delicious. So what we've got going on here is we do have one of the predators. There are multiple, there are many that I can talk about, but today we're going to cover this one that I see here eating the aphids. It's hard to see, but you see that little spiky looking dude on the aphids, that little spiky thing there? That is the maggot or larval stage of the syrphid fly, or hoverfly, or flower fly, whatever you want to call it. The adult fly is in a family of Syrphidae, or they're often bee mimics. And, oh, there's a drone above me right now, videotaping me, videotape myself. Okay, so, back on track, these little syrphid fly larvae, or hoverfly larvae, that little maggot guy there, and there's two on the end over here. I don't know if you can see them. Try to, that, we're at the tip of my finger, that guy. It's a hoverfly larva, syrphid fly larva, flower fly larva, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, the larvae eat aphids. They love them. So these larvae are here to devour those aphids. They think they're delicious. And they should do a pretty good job of clearing the aphids off this plant. So you may also see in the video occasionally some small ants walking back and forth. They are not eating the aphids. Ants don't eat aphids. Ants help aphids. So the ants do what we call farming the aphids. The aphids are, of course, sucking the plant juices and excreting something we call honeydew. It's really aphid poo, but we're going to call it something cute, honeydew, because that's what entomologists do. So this honeydew that they're excreting is a very thick, sugary liquid, and the ants can't get enough of it. They love it. They love that little aphid butt juice. They just go crazy for it. So they're letting the aphids live and sipping on that sweet, sweet butt nectar coming out of those aphids, sweet little butt juice, and they're protecting the aphids. So some species of ants will even pick the aphids up in their mouth very carefully and carry them around to other plants to kind of farm them, and they'll protect them from natural enemies, so they'll actually fight off things that are trying to eat aphids. Somehow the syrphid fly larvae have found a way past the ants. I don't know what it is, how they're able to keep the ants from eating them. Oh, look there. Do you see that larva? It's eating an aphid. Do you see it? See it moving around over there? It's sucking down an aphid right now. On camera. It's moving around, sucking down that aphid. And the ants are just not helping the aphids. Ants don't seem to notice that maggot eating the aphids right now. But it is sucking one down like a little aphid vacuum cleaner. And I'll come back in a day or two and see what this little sprig of plant looks like. I'll show it on video. Okay, so here we are. This is 2 days later, after 2 days of feeding on the aphids. These are the same aphids, the same exact sprig on the Biden's alba plant. And you can say there's still some aphids on here, but there are less. And you should be able to see the syrphid fly or hoverfly larvae much more clearly now because they're larger. So, trying to get the camera to focus on them. But there are 3 syrphid fly larvae in these pictures. If you can see them, they look like little maggots. They have little stripes down them. They are actually maggots because fly larvae are referred to as maggots, and these are fly larvae. And they are cleaning up these aphids. So this is the last video you saw. Come on, camera. That was day 1 of me filming, and this is 2 days later. This is day 3, and that's how many aphids are left, and that's how big the syrphid fly larvae are. They're getting pretty big. They might be about to pupate, actually. We'll see. I'll try to get out here again tomorrow, or if not, the next day. All right, here we are coming back to look at the same sprig of Spanish needle where the aphids were. This is day 4, and the aphids are almost completely gone. The syrphid fly or hoverfly larvae that were eating them are also gone. I'm not sure if they themselves got eaten by something or if they went off somewhere to pupate and turn into flies. They're the adult form, but yeah, you can see this is pretty clean of aphids here. I hope the camera's focusing. No, we're not. Okay, let's see. Pretty clean of aphids. The only aphids I see are right here at the end over my pinky finger. There's a few small young aphids there, but most of the aphids have been cleaned off since day 1 when I found them and saw those hoverflies. So that's just how we get rid of aphids in this yard, is we do nothing. We just wait and let nature take its course, and you can see they're pretty much cleaned off. Now those few that are left, I'm sure another hoverfly will come and lay eggs there, and we'll have some more larvae to eat those aphids. Or maybe a ladybug will come. Somebody's gonna get them. Lacewing larvae. But yeah, nature will take its course. Nature will help you out when it comes to aphids. All right, well, I just did a full circuit of the yard trying to find more aphids and maybe aphid predators to show you guys, but I couldn't find a single other aphid right now, even though this is usually when we do see aphids. So just goes to show you that when you leave things alone, sometimes these problems take care of themselves. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes. So yeah, no other aphids in the yard that I could find to show you guys, or any other interesting insects or pests or diseases for that matter. And yeah, so just here's a view of the garden. It's 85 degrees on this January 30th. It's actually kind of gross how warm it is out. I don't like it being this warm in January. It really is creeping me out. And with all these grackles in the yard right now, I feel like this is the beginning of one of those apocalypse movies where the bird flu is about to take hold and I'm about to be patient 0. So anyway, documenting it now. But I did get my bird flu vaccine experimentally, so we'll see. Maybe I'll be patient 0. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you want to see more content like this, please give me a thumbs up and some comments. I haven't figured out the algorithm yet, so most of my videos only get like 50 views. So if you still want to see these, you know, like it, comment, share, so that I know if I should continue this when we move to New York or not. Oh, I wasn't supposed to tell you guys where I'm moving to. Anyway, all right, thanks for watching, and happy gardening.